Left to the right, top to the floor. When I say Black history, say it's yours. Black history, it's yours. Black history, yes, it's yours.
And we say it loud and proud again. There's no America without the African. Fighting to get it equal. Black history, the story of the people. Black history, it's yours. Black history, yes, it's yours. It's yours. Only 28 days in the month of February. It's just a kickoff, we don't stop till every textbook and every class give up the glory. The true and living facts of his and her story. People wanna know why we still celebrate it. Road been rocky and we made it, we elated. Our survivors, strivers, fighters, singers get us dropping names like we had butterfingers. Rosa, King, X-Truth, the greatness. Ali, Fred Douglass, these are the basics. But how about Bessie Coleman, the fly aviatrix? Or Katherine Johnson, who helped launch the spaceships? Or Lewis Latimer illuminating homes? Or Dr. Shirley.
The first week, Lily taught us about Archie and Nancy Martin. Last week, Takoya educated us on the legacy and impact that George Washington Carver and Frederick Douglass Patterson left behind at Iowa State University. Now this week, I'll be introducing to you Jack Trice, the Black student athlete that left behind an impact with many within the university community.
John Jack Trice was born in 1902 in Hiram, Ohio. The grandson of former slaves, his mother sent him to live with relatives in Cleveland for school. She wanted him to be among people of his kind to meet the problems that a Negro boy would have to face. At East Technical High School, Trice excelled on powerhouse football teams led by Coach Sam Williman. When Williman was hired to coach at Iowa State, Trice followed him to Ames. Trice was married by then, having eloped with Cora Mae Starlard before college. But she remained in Ohio during Trice's first year of college. Back then, schools did not offer athletic scholarships, and college had not been in Trice's family budget. Jack worked 2 custodial jobs, one in a downtown building, the other in a state gym to pay for tuition, books, meals, and lodging. A year later, Trice started on the varsity line. After winning its 1923 opener, Iowa State prepared for a tough contest at Minnesota. On Games Eve, Speedy Reserve Robert Fisher came late to the team's supper in a Minneapolis hotel dining room. Taking a chair, he sensed something was amiss. Then it hit him. Where's Jack? Jack Trice, because he was black, had been barred from eating with his teammates. They protested to no avail. Trice was alone in his hotel room, burdened by his emotions. He was segregated from his team, away from his young wife, and expected to anchor the line the next day. He released his feelings on a hotel stationery, October 5, 1923. To whom it may concern. My thoughts just before the first real college game of my life. The honor of my race, family, and self is at stake. Everyone is expecting me to do big things. I will. When finished, he tucked the heartfelt letter into his coat pocket. The next day, Iowa State and Minnesota battled to a 7-7 halftime score. Trice was hurt early in the physical game but kept playing. In the third quarter, the hitting intensified as Trice was all over the field on defense. Then everything changed. The Gophers ran a power play toward Trice, who attempted a risky roadblock to take out the blockers. Trice landed on his back, exposing his front side, and was piled onto by Minnesota players. In pain, he was taken to a nearby hospital. Iowa State eventually lost 20-17, and doctors released Trice so he could return home with his team. Back in Ames, he immediately entered the campus hospital, where his conditions deteriorated. He died Monday afternoon, October 8, 1923. His shocked wife was at his bedside. Upward of 4,000 people attended his campus memorial service the next day. His gray coffin was draped with a cardinal and gold blanket. Iowa State's president, Raymond Pearson, with Jack's wife's permission, read Trice's letter, the man's private, final thoughts. That evening, distraught family members escorted Trice's coffin home to Ohio for burial.
The sacrifice and what Jack Trice stood for is deeply embedded into Iowa State's history. Next week, we'll dive deeper into his legacy and the fight it took to keep it alive.